David is a multifaceted person. But if I was going to try to describe what makes David unique, I would say it is a strangely persistent combination of optimism, persistence, and adaptability.
There's something about David that he's always like 3 or 4 steps ahead, and he's highly innovative in terms not only how to build his company, but to get people to work together, to move people to the goal line.
He asks and occasionally answers the key questions, and then he's on to something else. High intensity, high passion, totally focused, and fun to be around.
I think the thing that would surprise you most about David is how many languages he speaks fluently. French, Catalan, Spanish, German, English, and I think he speaks Dutch as well.
Well, I've been very fortunate that I've done many different things. So I was gradually kind of moving away from the supermarket to the pharmacy to the hospital, and really that was the ground that, with hindsight, prepared me for looking at another very specialized business that was called Allergan.
So David was and is a tremendously successful CEO because he learns to focus and advance people whom he trusts into positions of authority. And that was the way it was at Allergan.
David ran one of the most successful life sciences companies in California and America, for that matter. An incredible track record that is almost unparalleled success.
As a third CEO, overcoming really a tremendous heritage of people that have been there, coming in new, clearly setting a strategy, it's being felt today even when he's not there. That's rare.
From David's first days at Allergan, David had a focus on investing in R&D. By the time Allergan was acquired by activists, I think we invested somewhere significantly north of $1 billion a year in R&D.
And out of the blue, there was an unsolicited takeover offer from Valeant, who were a not so nice player in our industry, who were rolling up products in debt, but not sustainably. David could see at that point, as many of us could see, that this wasn't the most wholesome organization from a fundamental business practice.
Well, when I think back to what we experienced in 2014, first of all, it came as an almost total surprise, and secondly, it was total war for about 7.5 months.
Well, I mean, that was an absolute scary thing that happened, and we almost lost the company.
You would have imagined these employees would have been distracted by what was an existential battle during this hostile takeover attempt, but they weren't. We had literally the best year we've ever had, and I have to give a lot of the credit to our leader, David Pyott.
When one thinks about this growth, that's where I really salute every salesperson on the front line. They were working like crazy to defend something they love dearly, a great company that was dedicated to innovation. Happily at the end, we had a friend in the business. It's known as a white knight. This was Activis. The merger has gone well, and rarely in these occasions, Activis, with their shareholder approval, changed the name back to Allergan. So I love to joke with our founder, Gavin Herbert, Allergan is a company that just refuses to die.
Through his proliferation of growing Allergan, his proliferation of R&D, research and development, continued support of new technologies. So his legacy is having people who will grow Allergan, having people who will leave Allergan and create new companies, having people who create new technologies. That's what he's done for our life sciences.
And what they achieved in Allergan over almost 20 years of mutual respect for visionary and founder with professional management of the highest ethical standards, resulting in the company going from 1 billion to 66 billion, should be and is a great model for how great companies should be built in this industry.